Hello everyone, we're the Big Red SN guys alongside Jordan. I'm Wesley. We're here to preview Lamar's upcoming game against Nicholls this weekend. Now Jordan, tell me, Lamar is coming off a tough loss to Southeastern Louisiana this week. Nicholls likes to run the ball. Lamar gave up a lot of rushing yards this past weekend. Tell us what they can do to avoid that and get the W this weekend.
Well, what they have to do, Wesley, is improve on their tackling technique. A lot of times you see them lunging with their body, not fully wrapping up, and not making a solid hit. I don't feel like it's a sense of fear or being timid of a contact play. I just think that it's a couple technical issues that they may need to adjust. Also, schematic-wise in the secondary, I think they need to be in a little bit more in the right places and just fly around on the ball. There's a lot of opportunities that the Cardinals have because they have a lot of athletes back there in the secondary, from Kevin Johnson to Xavier Bethany, and obviously a slew of cornerbacks that are very, very talented. So they can get the job done, but it's just the little things that's going to matter on Saturday.
Absolutely. And Nicholls is winless this season, to say the least, but there's still a tough team that the Lamar Cardinals cannot overlook. What I'm looking forward to see is our offense to get back into gear. We rushed for less than 75 yards. Caleb Berry was not protected, so we arguably need to win the battle at the offensive line and defensive line. What else are you looking for in this game?
You know, I'm looking for effort. With a lot of those things that you mentioned as far as the battle in the trenches with the linemen, our O-line against their D-line or vice versa, that's all effort. That's all how bad do you want it. Like you mentioned earlier, we're going to face a Nicholls team who may be winless on the season, but they're looking for that first win. They're looking to upset someone. So we have to make sure that we're not the people who they take advantage of, as we hopefully don't overlook them. So it's going to take a lot of effort and hard work and a lot of focus. A lot of times going in preparation-wise, when you're playing a team who's winless, you tend to overlook them. You tend to say, okay, well, we have a positive record this season. We can best them. But you can't do that, Wesley, because that's how you get upset and get beat.
And what you're also going to see is Nicholls got nothing to lose. They're not going to make the playoffs. They're not really going to make a lot of noise in this year's conference. So they're going to go into every single game like this is their last game and give it everything they got. Like you said, we cannot be on the other side of that loss column because this conference is still up for grabs. Southeastern's a runaway favorite, but after that, I believe a two-loss team out of this conference can make the playoffs. We just got to make sure we're in that second or third spot to make it.
Yeah, you want to make sure that that is us, Wesley. As you mentioned, it's going to take an effort on the offensive side of the ball as well. Defensively, the Cards have been coming along and making some strides of improvement. Offensively, we're still trying to find our rhythm a bit. You see Caleb, he's doing a great job at quarterback. The rest of the guys on the receiver corps are doing a great job of getting open. But it's just the entire offense gelling. As you mentioned, offensively in the running game, we have been struggling a bit. We're trying to find that true back. Cade has been coming along. He had a couple injury woes early in the season, but he's now starting to get his rhythm. Carl Harris has been talented so far throughout this season, but he's had quite a bit of fumbling. So back and forth between the backs and how that could affect the cohesion of the entire team is very important, especially moving on with a playoff push.
And basically what you're trying to say is Lamar's looking for balance. Yeah. They're looking for a lot of balance, so we don't always have to put the ball in Caleb's hands when it's crunch time. We can move around with the backs, sub Cade in, get him a couple of plays, sub Carl in, get him a couple of plays, even sub Emmett Riley in. We have very good depth at the running back position that can really help out Caleb in the passing game and the run game, and also keep the defenders off his back. So the offensive line, if they continue to block well, keep up their blocking and everything, we'll be able to go out and get this game versus Nicholls.
Yeah, no, it's not only that, it's a lot of versatility that we show on offense. When you look at a guy like Cade Harrington who can catch out of the backfield, when you look at a guy like Carl Harris who can run in between or even outside of the tackles, even a guy like Emmett Riley who can give you the best of both worlds between both of those guys, you see a lot of people who can go the more than one direction offensively on this team. So that's definitely something that is in the Cards' favor moving forward down the rest of the season. So it'll be interesting to see how our Cardinals fare against Nicholls.
And it'll definitely be a great game to watch, too.
Oh, certainly. For Wesley, I'm Jordan in Washington. We're the Big Red SN guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you post-Nicholls.